G'day guys, Jeremy from TacMed Australia. Today I'm just going to do a video on tourniquets once again. A conversation we have almost weekly here at TacMed is about tourniquets and one-handed application. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of a video on some of the things to consider when talking about tourniquets and single-handed applications, and then also give a demonstration of the SOFTT-W Tourniquet, which we talk about a lot. Most people will be very familiar with the cap tourniquet and how to apply that and single-handed. But we're just going to show you a demonstration of how to do the single-handed application with the SOFTT and how easy it is to do. So some of the considerations when we look at doing a single-handed application, and this is mainly in a tactical setting. So this is mainly for police and military. Military is not too bad because when you're on operations, you're generally wearing body armour at all times and you have your magazines and whatnot. In policing, and certainly Australian policing, it's not common for guys to wear full body armour with magazines and secondary pistols and all that type of thing on body armour. They're generally wearing a load-bearing vest or a standard duty belt. So that brings me to the point of carrying a tourniquet. So if you're looking at carrying, talking about applying a tourniquet single-handedly, you need to take this into context. Unless you are carrying your tourniquet in a location either on your body armour, load-bearing vest or duty belt that can be accessed with either hand, okay, then it doesn't matter about one-handed application because you're not going to be able to get it. It needs to be in a pouch and it generally needs to be out of the packaging. If you need to rip open the packaging with your teeth and whatnot, you're really not going to have any luck putting it on. Trying to get a tourniquet out of a trauma kit, out of plastic, taking elastic bands off after you've been shot or stabbed, under stress, with blood, in pain is going to be almost impossible. So it's all about prior preparation. It needs to be in a correct spot. And that depends on whatever configuration you have, whether it's a load-bearing vest, belt, whatnot. But you need to be able to access it with either hand. That's why the military a lot of the time will place it in the center of their chest, like the diver's safety triangle. So with either hand, you can grab that tourniquet. So, and it needs to be set up, ready to apply. So for both, whatever the tourniquet is, certainly the SOFTT, it's generally around 6 inches of tail there, around 20 centimeters or so, 15 to 20 centimeters. So we have a loop. Okay, and when you have the tourniquet folded, you should just be able to hold it and it'll drop out as a loop. It's important that no matter what side you apply it, that the tail needs to be pointing towards your chest. If the tail of the tourniquet is on the outside, it's going to be very difficult to try and remove all that slack. So for the SOFTT tourniquet, I'm going to drop it down, place it over my arm. And in a realistic situation, I'm probably not going to be standing here out in the open. You're either going to be on the ground, against a vehicle, or against the wall. You can either roll into the floor, onto the floor, or into a vehicle or a wall to hold that tourniquet, or you just simply place it nice and high up in your limb and place your chin. Remove all the slack, and then we can then start windlassing. We're going to turn that until the blood flow stops. We then just simply place it in. And that's as easy as it is for the SOFTT tourniquet. So we just need to secure it either with our chin, with the floor, with the wall, remove all that slack. Once that slack's been removed, we just keep windlassing the bar until the bleeding stops. And that's a one-handed application. It's also important to remember that data shows us from the last 10 to 15 years in the global war on terror that there was less than 1% of tourniquets applied was by the patient themselves one-handed. So that's less than 1%. Obviously in civilian context and law enforcement, there's not a lot of data at the moment to show how many people are applying tourniquets to themselves single-handed. But what we do know is it is a rare occasion. Generally it's someone else applying the tourniquet or the person themselves applying it with both hands. So anyway, that's a quick video on single-handed tourniquet application. Hope you learned something. Feel free to leave a comment below or send us an email, info@tacmedaustralia.com.au. Thanks for watching.